Hey guys, David here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to scrape YouTube emails. Most YouTube email scrapers that you're going to find only scrape the description. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a lead list of YouTube influencers you're looking to target based off some certain keywords. And then we're going to build an automation that goes through the entire list and then pulls out their email even if they don't have it in the description. So I found a scraper that actually goes to their social media profiles or link trees or things of that nature, and it pulls the email. It does not open the CAPTCHA, but nonetheless it's pretty successful, and it actually gets more than one email if there is one. So let's hop right into the video. I actually already built this. I recorded this video halfway through. I foolishly had a hotkey for pausing the video, a key that I would commonly use, and so I paused the video halfway through. So this is me redoing it again, but I figure I could just not only get to the point faster, but also now I have a nice little demo for you guys. So this is what it's going to look like. Just to show you, we have a list of leads here, YouTubers, influencers, and you can see that it's running through the list of I have about 100 or 200. And so first I'm going to show you how to build this list, and then I'm going to show you the meat and potatoes, which is building this automation. So if you want a more in-depth tutorial on how to build the initial list and build a qualifier, because I'm going to show you that as well, just leave a comment and I'll do that. So why don't I open up a new n8n instance. We'll do mine, and I will create a new workflow. Cool. So we'll have this canvas ready for us. Now, how do we start here? Well, first you're going to want to go to Appify, and if you don't have an Appify account, just go ahead and make one real quick. They actually give you $5 to start. I also have a referral link in the description below if you guys care to buy me some coffee or something. So I'm going to go to my actors, and you're going to go to your Appify store actually, and just search up YouTube. The YouTube actor that we want to use is, I think it's this one. I just want to make sure which one it is. Hold on. So I'm going to go to actors because I actually used it already. It's Mass YouTube. No. It's YouTube Scraper by Streamers. So your page should look like this because you're looking it up. But yeah, it's the first one. So it's YouTube Scraper by Streamers. So what we do here is you have keywords that you want to bulk upload. At the bottom, you can just hit bulk edit and then do a new line for each one. Just ask like your favorite LLM to do this for you, depending on who you're targeting. And I'm going to show you what the output looks like. So I'm going to export this. I'm going to download it. And because the output doesn't look like this, I formatted this myself. So you're going to have to build your own list. And I'm going to explain why I like the format that I did, but you guys can do it however you want. So I'm going to upload the export. And so it should look like this. So you have a title, you have an ID, you have URL, all this stuff. All you need is the channel URL. So we need this and the channel name. And the date, but anything else you don't really need. So I'm going to get rid of the title, the ID, and the URL. View count, I don't really care for, so I'm going to delete this. Duration, I don't care for, I'm going to delete this. So why do I want the date? So the reason why I want the date is because I'm going to filter this sheet, and I want to make sure that these people that I'm reaching out to are somewhat active. So I filter it here, and I sort from Z to A. Okay, so once you sort from Z to A, I'm going to scroll down, and as soon as I see a date that is like too old for me, which in this case would be 2024, so anything before 2024, if that was the last time they were active, I'm just going to delete that. All right, so now we have, I don't even need the likes. And now I don't even need the date. Like you could keep it if you want, but I don't even need it. So I have the channel name, channel URL, and the number of subscribers. Now, one last thing, you are going to have duplicates. So what I did is I exported this list, I imported it into Clay, and this doesn't cost any credits in Clay, by the way. I don't know if you need to have a account or some sort of subscription for you to do this, but I know it doesn't cost you any credits. Okay, so if you can dedupe your list somehow, I actually do have a tutorial on how to dedupe using make.com, although I think it is outdated. So maybe I'll make a new one. Just let me know in the comments and I'll do that for you guys. But this is about how to scrape YouTube email. So that's what we're going to do. But I deduped it in here in Clay. That's what I like to do. So once you've deduped that, you should have these 3 columns: channel name, channel URL, and the number of subs. And I modified mine to have other column headers because this is going to be for an outbound engine that I build for clients. So the headers that I have are going to be a little bit different, but I'm going to just, since this is a tutorial, I'm going to copy my headers. We're going to start with the new sheet. I'll paste it in here and I'll name it YouTube tutorial or something. YouTube. Cool. So we'll just stick to this. So, oh shoot, but you know what? I need to dedupe this. So why don't I'll just copy this. Yeah, I'll just copy this. And then I'll just copy this because I know this is deduped already. Cool. And then do I even care for the number of subs? Yeah, I do. Sub count. We'll just copy this. Okay. So now we have a clean sheet. It's looking good. Let me just, I don't even think I need all of these. I don't really want to accidentally have this running or something. Oh wow, what did I do? I'm going to delete all these. Cool. So we have a clean sheet. This is our sample set of data. So we have the channel name, sub count. Now all these extra headers are what I like to put because I'm going to be running this through an outbound engine. The outbound engine is going to configure the channel description. It's going to qualify everything. This is what I do. So if you're a B2B founder, you're looking to scale or put in place your go-to-market outbound, I take over that whole motion for you. And I was able to generate $215,000 in pipeline for one of my clients earlier this year. And if you want to book a call with me, just hit the link in the description below. So going back to the video, from here, we want to qualify these. So I actually already built another qualifier automation. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on this, but just to give you a quick overview. This qualifier pulls the list, does deep research given the channel name and the channel URL, and then we have a prompt that ensures that this fits our audience. So we're looking for YouTubers that would use some sort of design element. So I plugged in the right sheet and you can see it's running. And so if we go here, we should see, yeah, so the qualifier here, we have a channel description too, just for extra information. The qualifier is either going to be creative or filter. So we only want channels that are creative. They need some sort of, they have some sort of creative process or workflow. That's what we're doing. We have the channel type. So I tagged it with certain categories that it can fall under. And then we have the reasoning here and a confidence score. So anything that's filtered, I'm not going to run through this next process. So now that you're caught up into what's going on, why don't we build the automation from scratch? So first, oh wow, that looks nice. We're going to do this. We're going to get the rows. Google Sheet, get rows. It'll be, wow, oh, this is the wrong, yeah, there we go. We'll go to your sheet and then go to the right tab. In my case, it's going to be YouTube tutorial. Save, and then I'm going to filter. And so I'm going to execute the previous nodes. Beautiful. So what I want to do is I want to filter by the qualifier. So qualifier is equal to, and the values that I have are creative. In your case, it could be true, it could be false. It could be whatever you want it to be based off the previous prompt. But if you just want to get up and running, then you can just forget the qualifier. You don't even have that. You can just run this whole sheet. So I'll get through this as fast as I can for you. So email status. So we have email and then email status. So I'll grab the email status and then I'll want to make sure that this is empty. Perfect. And then we'll loop over items here. Cool. And we'll keep that at 1. Save. And then I'll execute this. And then next will be an HTTP request to Appify. So plug that in. Now, if you go to the actor that we're going to be using, so once you already do your YouTube scraper run, once you've already built your list, we're going to use this actor, YouTube email scraper. This one right here, it's by Exporter24. It costs 3 cents per row, I believe, which is on the pricier side. It's $30 per 1,000 requests, but this saves you so much time because some of these YouTubers don't have their email in the description. So most of the actors that you're gonna find on Appify that do YouTube email scraping, they just grab it from the description. This scraper goes inside the description, inside any additional links in there, pulls out more than one more than one email. So I like to use this one. So what we're gonna do is you can go to API and then you go to API endpoints. And then you can just go click on API reference and it'll take you to Appify's general API reference. So you're gonna scroll down on the left-hand side to run an actor. So actor runs, we're gonna do post. And what we want here is run actor synchronously with input and get dataset items. So what this means is it's going to run the actor and the node is going to wait. So it's going to be in sync with the Appify API call, and it's going to wait before moving on to the next node. It's going to wait until it completes. So you have 300 seconds. This gets it done in less than like 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this endpoint right here. I'm going to go back into our blank automation. It's going to be a post request. Oh, you know what? I can just import the curl. It's a lot easier. So on the right-hand side, you have curl. You just copy it. Hit import curl. It's a lot easier. Paste it here, and then it'll do the config for you. Excuse me. Cool. So we have everything that we need here. All we need to do is fill this actor ID space. So if I go to the actor that I'm looking to use, it's going to be this one. In the URL, it's going to be after actors /. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to the blank canvas. Cool. So in your case, this should say actor ID. We're going to replace it with the actor ID that we find within the URL, right? And we're going to scroll down here and you're going to need to get your API key. So your API key is going to be found in your Appify account. Let me just delete some of these. If you just go to settings, API and integrations, you can find it here. So I'm going to copy mine and then I'm going to pause the video for just a second because I don't want to expose my key and have to, you know, do all that extra stuff. Okay, cool. So once you pasted your key into that API key section, you're going to scroll down and you'll be able to see these few configs, and we're going to hit JSON. It's already going to be there for you, and we're going to use the JSON rather than the fields. And what we'll do is we'll go back to the actor, and you're going to want to toggle JSON next to manual right here, and we're just going to copy that, go back here, and we're going to paste it in our expression box. So now this is going to be our input. Now instead of we want to make this dynamic, so we're going to erase the whole URL here, and then we're going to drag the channel variable here. So if I open this up, that is wrong. Let me try that again. I'm going to drag the channel variable in between the quotations. There we go. So that looks right. So that looks good. Oops, shoot my API key. God, or all right, well, I'm going to just generate a new API key, whatever. I'll just generate a new one, no big deal. Okay, so once you have that, what we have here is an API call to Appify, and if this works properly, we should see some sort of success, which we do. So I'm going to open this up, and you can see that the status is none, so that means it wasn't successful. I like to go to the settings node, and then on error, I like to toggle on continue using error output. So what this does is, in case there's some sort of issue, it'll just, we'll log that, and then we'll skip over to the next row, and you'll see why in a second. So after that, I want to go over to a switch node, and this is going to determine what comes next in the flow based off the status that this HTTP request outputs. So if the status is equal to none, we're going to rename that not found. We're going to add another routing rule. And if the status is equal to, for this actor, it's succeed abbreviated, so it's SUCC. And I just know that because I just built it. We're going to name this succeed. So I'm going to save that. Now we're going to update the Google Sheet. So do update row and sheet. There it is. Cool. I'm going to go back to the loop over items. I'm going to column match on the row number because we're only doing this in batches of 1. So it makes it really easy to map all this. And then we're going to go down to email status column, and I'm going to put not found sad. Cool. I'm going to copy this, paste it, and then I already know when it succeeds. Actually, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. So email status, I'll just put succeed. And then I'm going to wait to map this, actually. Actually, I think it would just be json.email, but I will loop this over. And then I'm going to execute the workflow. So what's going to happen is it's going to search the row. If nothing is found, and we already know that it's not going to be found, it's going to update that row, and it's going to go to the next query. And it did. So if I zoom in, you should see succeed branch. The data went down here. So I'm going to connect that to the update row. I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to map over the email. Sorry, guys. I'm going to map over the email. And so now it's going to fill that in, and then email status will be succeed. We'll save that. And now I'm going to loop this over back into the loop rows or loop over items, and it's going to go to the next query. And I'm just going to double check my filters to ensure that it's grabbing ones that we haven't processed. So in this case, the qualifier is equal to creative. That's great. And then the email status is empty. That's great. Because every time it goes through this process, the email status will get filled regardless. Now, one last thing, is we want to update the row in case there's an error. So I'm going to go to Google. You can either copy and paste the update row node, or you can just do it manually. I always have to select the right account. Cool, YouTube tutorial here. We're going to map via the row number. So I'll map that over. And I'm going to go to email status, and I'm going to type in, I'm going to hard code error, because that's exactly what happens. I just know because I just built it. Cool. And I'm going to loop that over. So I'm going to save. I'm going to organize everything. So what you have here, it should look similar to my other one. Oh, that's not it. Oh, I guess I backed out of it. All right, no big deal. So I'm going to run this. And what we will see is if we go to my YouTube tutorial sheet, yeah, you can see that it is working just fine. Now, this email is mapping weird, so let me fix that real quick before it does anymore. pause that. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, you know why? It's because it's finding the first email. So rather than mapping an array, I'm actually going to have it map the first value there. Because like I said, this actor is capable of finding more than one email. I guess what I could do is I could go to the HTTP request, and I wonder if it'll do it like, yeah. If you want to, if it finds more than one email and you want to log it, you could just map the whole array over. In my case, I am just going to go to switch. I'm just going to look for the first one. That's all I care about. So that way, I don't think I'm going to bother emailing more than one address to the same person. So I'll save that, and then let me run this. I just want to make sure this works well. Cool. And then so if I go here, row number 7, we can see that it didn't update with brackets. So it looks good. Yeah, I found another one. Let's see. Row number 9, sick. So as I zoom out, I'm gonna have to fix these manually, no big deal, but you can see succeed, not found, succeed, and it's just gonna process through the rest of this whole list. And it's really cool because, like I said, this scraper is finding business emails. It's not just limited to, parsing for Outlook or certain email providers like the cheap scrapers are. So there you have it, everybody. That is the YouTube email scraper. If you saw anything in this video that you liked and you want more tutorials on it, just please comment below. And once again, if you are a B2B founder looking to scale your outbound motion, send me a message. We build speed to lead systems, nurture systems, and outbound systems powered by AI. So hope you guys found this valuable, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.